Magandang pakinggan, ano? Pero balikan natin yung mga campaign promises ni Presidente ukol sa ekonomiya noong 2022. Okay? So yung dalawang headline promises niya doon, sabi niya, ang emphasis niya is national unity. So yung kanyang slogan was, sama-sama tayong babangon muli. Pero 2023 pa lang, tumiwalag na si VP Sara sa UNITEAM, no? Kasi ang description niya may political toxicity at saka execrable political power play. Tapos, pinadala nila yung tatay ni VP Sara sa The Hague. So, yung isa pang headline promise niya is continuity of President Rodrigo Duterte's policies, no? At saka independent foreign policy. So, anong ginawa niya? Kinancel niya yung railway project sa Mindanao at kinancel din yung subway project sa Luzon. Tapos, on foreign policy, nakita naman natin na one-sided yung foreign policy niya in favor of the US, and he tolerated the attacks of Teodoro Benigno and Gilbert Benigno and Jay Tariela against the Chinese government. Ikatlo pala, prioritize industrial, agricultural, and tourism sectors for job creation. Kita naman natin, ang industry, 1.5 lang ang tinaas noong 2025 at itong 2026 na first quarter, bumaba pa siya ng 0.1%. No? Tapos agriculture, ganun din, no? Bumagsak din ng 0.2% noong first quarter of this year. At ang tourist arrivals, from a peak of 8.3 million, noong 2025, 5.9 million na lang. Okay, so wala rin nangyari doon sa promise na yon. At syempre, isa pang headline niya, yung rice at 20 pesos per kilo, ay hindi naman bumagsak sa 30 pesos. Wala ka makikitang below 30 pesos na bigas. Yung sinasabi mong create na legislation, it was partially fulfilled for the small and medium enterprises. Pero ang kulang doon yung tax amnesty. Walang clarity or walang specifics na nangyari dun sa tax amnesty na sinasabi nila. Tapos isa pang promise niya is reduce poverty. Pero nakita naman natin yung survey ng SWS, sabi ng mga Pilipino, 52% of the Filipino families admit that they are poor. Diba? Tapos sabi niya, kaya natin mag-grow ng 6%. So of all those legislation, bumagsak pa rin ang economy natin. So ang growth lang this first quarter was 2.8% and last year it was 4.4%. And nung fourth quarter of last year, it was just 3%. So you can see the trend is going down. And then he said, prioritize job creation and address contractualization. Ang taas pa ng ating unemployment rate. It's still at 4.8% with 2.5 million Filipinos that are jobless. Tapos yung underemployed or mostly mga contractuals to, no, 12% pa yan, which is equivalent to 6 million Filipinos who are receiving less than the daily wage. At wala pang mga benefits yan. Wala yung mga SSS, walang PhilHealth, ganyan. Isa pang promise niya, he will build 6 million homes